What is up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are reacting to the official second trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Unfortunately, Augustine cannot be here for this trailer reaction. He's been gone for the last few days for his birthday. Go wish him a happy birthday if you haven't done so already. He's missed literally every trailer in the last 4 days.
Sorry. This has been the 4 days for the Latino superhero movie trailers, dude. Come on, this is great, dude. This is so great. Yeah. I know you posted it, Adam. I posted it. The director of Blue Beetle put up some art. It was Blue Beetle and Miles Morales like, go, hey man, we're here, we're doing it. Go see our, have you seen our trailers? I love that, dude. So cool. That is so great. It's so cool.
In anticipation for this movie, we're going to be doing a rewatch of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in 3D. And if you want to watch that along with us, go to Patreon, check that out. We will have a cut down for YouTube, but as Hector always likes to say, the after party, baby, that's where it's at, on Patreon. Come on now, come on now. We're going to be doing Secret Invasion, so a lot of stuff on Patreon. You should definitely check it out. If you're interested, it helps support the channel.
It's a fun time, the Patreon. We're fun. It's a good time. It's a fun time. We're fun guys. So I'm ready to watch this, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm ready, baby.
We go in 3, 2, 1, go.
It's the best.
Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man. And things are going great.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to be here at 5.
All right, whatever.
Whatever?
Wow.
Whatever?
So are you like
a La Chancla
or a Dalmatian?
I am the Spot. That's not funny.
Don't do that.
Miles's grades are pretty good. A in AP Physics.
That's my little man.
And a B in Spanish.
What? Ooh, okay. Miles, are you trying? Mira, that's imposible.
He's lying to you, and I think you know it.
Oh, you think they're gonna find out? They're gonna find out he's Spider-Man.
I think so.
Miles!
Babe, you know how I feel about Spider-Man.
Oh, Gwen? So wait a minute. There's an elite crew with all the best spider people in it?
Who's the new guy?
No, Spider-Woman pregnant?
This is the one.
Great.
Miguel O'Hara. The whole thing was his idea.
What's a guy got to do to join this spider team?
You can never be part of this.
Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and the little nerd back on Earth 1999-99.
Come on, go easy on the kid. He had a terrible teacher.
Peter.
Miles.
Oh my God.
I have a baby.
I'll take it from here.
Oh, what?
Being Spider-Man is a sacrifice.
That's amazing.
You have a choice between saving one person and saving every world.
Gotta save his dad.
Send me home.
I can't do that.
I can do both. Spider-Man always.
Not always.
What about Uncle Ben?
If not for Uncle Ben, most of us wouldn't be here.
Can't stop me, man.
Whoa.
Can't run forever, kid.
I can't lose one more friend.
I can't believe Miguel is the villain.
What we talking about?
You knew?
I have no idea what you're doing.
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Oh my God. This looks incredible. Oh my God. Of course.
And then I looked at my uncle and...
let me guess. He died?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Confirmed, dude. The MCU is Earth 199999. Doesn't matter what Kevin Feige says. Doesn't matter what Rachel McAdams in the Doctor Strange movie says. It ain't Earth 616. These guys have claimed it. They said it first. It's Earth 199999.
I'm not surprised that they reference the MCU, because of course they're going to, because Sony has the rights to Spider-Man. It's just so crazy that they actually committed to it. But the thing is, for me, is like, if these animated movies reference it, I have a lot more faith that if they ever were to bring in Tom Holland, even Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire to have cameos, they will do it the right way. They'll do it right the same way that Feige and Marvel Studios did. If it was just Sony,
for sure.
just Sony, and no one else involved, I'd be like, I don't know. I'm a little more apprehensive, but I trust this team,
man.
Because
if it were going to happen, it might happen in this movie. This is the one where they're like, you know, if not this one, the next one. These next two Spider-Verse films that they're making, part 1 and part 2, they look fantastic, man. It's like, yeah, the Spot is the new bad guy, and he's voiced by Jason Schwartzman, I believe, which is going to be really fun. Also, did you notice that when Rio, his mom, snaps, it's a little Puerto Rican flag in the snap when he's
I missed that.
Yeah. It's a little hijo, that's imposible. Like that little snap, it's a little Puerto Rican snap. Like that's amazing that they animated a Puerto Rican snap. I love that, dude. I love that. That's so great. I just want to say Oscar Isaac is going hard in this performance, man. He is such a great actor. One of my favorite actors.
Oh my God.
Any big major franchise that he steps into, he owns it. He crushes it. He's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. He's one of my favorite aspects of this new era of the MCU. His Moon Knight character, his performance is fantastic. His Moon Knight, Stephen Grant, Mark Spector, they're so fun. Can't wait to meet more about Jake Lockley, the Spanish-speaking Jake Lockley. But then he steps in this and he's not phoning it in, dude. He is going hard in this performance. And Miguel is scary in this.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I'm maybe most excited about the Spider-Man 2099 aspect of this story. Can't wait to see what they do with it, dude.
Yeah, and just based on the trailer, you know, I think the trailer very much tries to set him up as the main sort of like villain of this story. But I'm also very curious about Miles' story and what he decides to do to make this story his own that conflicts with what Miguel wants to see happen. Maybe Miguel doesn't believe that Miles has what it takes to, whether it's to restore the universe or to save whatever sort of the end game is of the story. And so he feels like he has to interfere and force Miles to do something his way, as opposed to just letting Miles do it his own way. So because it seems like some of the characters might also be not necessarily in conflict, but maybe they're siding with Miguel and maybe they think that his way is the right way. So I'm really curious to see how this sort of unique perspective and unique sort of paths for all these different Spider-Men will eventually unite all of these characters together across the Spider-Verse, which is just like, oh man, it's going to be so cool. And also how it potentially sets up the third movie, Beyond the Spider-Verse, which I think comes out next year, I believe.
I think so. They're a year apart.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm watching the trailer again silently, and at the end, when all the spider people come crashing through the therapist's office, there's a fucking horse that's a Spider-Man. There's a horse, dude. An animal horse with a Spider-Man mask on it. I love these movies so much.
Yeah. I mean, these are, I think, you know, these are just such a like love letter, I would say, to Spider-Man, but you look at the animation and all the different styles of animation that they incorporate into these movies. And it's been so nice to see the directors and Lord and Miller address that, especially because of sort of the narrative around the industry right now when it comes to visual effects artists and just artists in general who work on all these movies. It's nice to see them say, it's nice to just see them point out the artists, the animators, everyone who's involved from a visual perspective on these movies who are putting these things together. Because these movies, because of their complex animation and because of the way that they mesh styles together, I have to imagine that it's a very complicated process to get all those moving pieces to work. But and the other thing that we talked about, it's nice to see how Spider-Verse has sort of sprung this new chances in animation where you have things like Puss in Boots, you have things like the Ninja Turtles movie that's coming out. You know? So that's so exciting for people like us who love animation, who want to see a variety of things on screen. I think like this movie really did change the game in a lot of ways. So it looks amazing.
Absolutely. Listen, I love Pixar. You know that I've just been like revisiting the Toy Stories lately. You know this, Adam. And like Elemental looks great. Don't get me wrong. And I really, really enjoyed Turning Red last year. And I thought Lightyear was good, but maybe not great. But it's like Spider-Verse has changed the game in the way that I think it has forced a Pixar or a DreamWorks or Disney animation to like, you got to step up your game.
Yeah.
We might have become a little too used to what CG animated movies characters look like, move like, sound like, what these movies look like. And for Spider-Verse to come out and embrace artistry above everything and embrace the different perspectives that storytellers are bringing to this kind of world, it does feel like, oh yeah, like you can look at Pixar's entire filmography of 20, 30 years and point to it and go, a lot of it looks the same. You can look at Disney animation, DreamWorks animation, point to each of those studios and go, a lot of this, it wouldn't be crazy if Shrek met Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Even though they're in completely different worlds. And, you know, it wouldn't be crazy if Shrek walked onto the set of How to Train Your Dragon. Like, it's like, oh, that might kind of fit in a way. And that's fine. But to embrace the artistry of the world that you're given has made it so that the first Spider-Verse movie is the greatest Spider-Man movie and maybe one of the best superhero movies ever made. And this new one looks like it could be just that as well. And I am so elated because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero character, has always been, will always be. And like you said, these are love letters to Spidey, every iteration of Spidey. And I just love Miles so much. And I love Miguel so much. And like, man, it's just so great to see the people that are making these movies like take care of these characters so well. It is so heartening. It is so wonderful and heartwarming and inspiring, and cannot wait to go see this movie. It looks so good
in 3D.
Oh man,
that is the way. That is the way.
Spider-Man India looks great. Spider-Gwen looks great. Have to shout out. You know, I know that Spider-Man India has tons of fans in India, as he should. And I think that his design looks, no offense to the original comic book design, looks way better. Like I just can't wait to see what they do with these versions, man. Like every person has their own Spider-Man. That's so cool.
It looks amazing.
My favorite's the horse Spider-Man.
Yeah, the horse Spider-Man. But of course, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What are some Easter eggs that we might have missed? This trailer, I'm sure, is filled with them. Let us know if you caught anything. What are your thoughts and theories about this movie and how it could lead into Beyond the Spider-Verse? Come back when we watch the original Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie as well. That'll be a ton of fun to revisit. Check out our Patreon, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.